Ooh, I pressed record and I wasn't even ready. I've got the fan going again, so it's becoming a normal background noise now anyway. Hi, welcome, it's Brian here. It's Colouring Tuesday video. This is the line on my Fearless card. I thought I'd just have a little muck about with that. I'm trying these new pencils because they're really cheap and they cost me about £18 on Amazon, and you get 72 colours in there, and I've heard good things about it, so I thought I'd give them a go. I do like the Prismas, I must say, but they are expensive. Wow, look at that. Whoa, loads and loads of colours. I haven't put them into a thing yet, so I'm just going to try and pick out some colours. Let's pick out the orange one. The red one's always a good one. The yellow one's always a good one. Skin colours there as well, look. Cool. Some greens. Let's pick out that green would do. I want a darker green. That'll do. As you can see, I'm just picking them up random. Totally organised. That'll do for now. Let's put them back. That would be better if I had them in a pencil case or something. Okay, so I know on the colouring channel they show you what pencils they're using, but as you can see I just picked them all at random. These don't actually have a name on them, just a colour and a number, 7100, and there's a number on the end, 508. So what number do you go by then? There's two numbers on there. This one's got, oh yeah, that's the same number, so it must be the top number obviously. 511, that red. So let's see what they're like. I heard they're a bit waxy. Oh, and I've got an electric sharpener as well. Not that he needed it, but it's fun sharpening. So let's have a look. Whoa, that is smooth. Very smooth. I must say, I am using a smoother card, so maybe that's a little bit deceiving, because we did the last colouring on that other card that was a bit grainy, but it was quite still a good card. Ooh. Have them in my hand, I think. It's good if you can't see me, I've got no top on. Topless. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Maybe you could, well, I was going to say build a picture there, but don't. An orangey lion, how about that, eh? Well, they are, well, I suppose they're more yellow goldy, aren't they? I suppose. But does it matter? You might notice I'm leaving a bit of white at the top. I'm not quite sure why at this point, because I'm thinking about just using that red to come down again and see what they're like blending. I haven't got my blending stick handy. I do like that blending stick that came with the Prisma. But, well, it didn't come with it, did it? I had to buy it separately. It's not like they'd give you it for free. It's all money, in it, eh? Yeah, I mean, Fearless. This is something I'm supposed to be pondering when I'm drawing, and doesn't really need sharpening, that one. Ponder what Fearless means to me. Is it psychological? Is it physical? What comes to mind? That blends really nice, actually, I must say. I keep wanting to zoom in, but I can't zoom in because it's not my pad. It's just because I use my pad too much, you see. My eyesight's not really good, that much cop. But that is blending quite nicely. I'm quite impressed with that. But the thing is with these meditations, although I'm yapping away here, so I'm not really meditating, but is you're not really looking for perfection. But I must say that if you can get a decent pencil set that blends, and this was only cost me £18 and I got 72 there, so I'm not so scared about using them or sharpening them, and it's blending really well. I'm quite impressed. And what I'm getting at is, when you're meditating on these colours, you can put down a base colour either with a pencil or using ink, and then blend. And doing the blending is more relaxing, believe it or not, because most of the colouring is done for you, and all you're doing is sort of, you know, touching it up with a nice blend, and it is really quite relaxing. So if you're really stressed one day, just have a go at blending. Go to maybe get some old colorings that you've done and have a go at blending, because it's just as relaxing as doing a full colouring session. And you can see that's coming out really nice. I'm quite impressed, I must say. But the card is quite smooth, I must say. I need to try this out in different mediums, but I am very impressed. Look at that. That is, and I'm not even using my blending stick. So I'm pressing quite firm on the end and then getting lighter as I'm drawing the circles in, just like I would do on my pad. There you go. He's got like a little crown. I think we're going to, because I've only got these colours out, I'm going to give him orangey ears. That'll sort of go with everything anyway. There we go. I'm going to go back to my red. I'm going to make the inner ear sort of red, and that will sort of balance it just a tiny little bit, but it's hardly noticeable, I must say. Give it a little bit of blend outside there. Yeah. Not that anyone will notice that little blend. Voila! Voila! Isn't that good? Green. Let's start with the light green. I saw someone do this. I would tend to put dark green here and light green here. But some people are going like the opposite way, and it actually doesn't look that bad. They go light green here. Excuse me, like this. And I'm just gonna get some of this pencil wax down. Get down there, man. As you notice, I'm taking the green more than halfway up because obviously I want to blend it. So I've got to have some wax down for it to blend into. Not that I know much about colouring, but I know a little bit from what I've been watching. I've been following all these colouring channels. I don't really talk much in them, so they probably don't even realise I'm there. I'm sort of like lurking, but I am there, ladies. Oh dear, I've got a cough. Right, so light green on the inside, get a dark green. Who'd have thought there'd be such a science to colouring? Anyway, darker green on the top. There you go. That flower needs to be bigger. Note to self when making colouring page, make flowers bigger. There you go, look at that, eh? And that's me just mucking about, and that's how you should be when you're doing colouring, really. Well, if you're doing meditational colouring. I know there is an art to colouring, but for meditational colouring, you really just want to be able to lay the colour down and move on, and you don't really want to be thinking about perfection too much, because that's not your goal. But I am having so much fun with this blending lark. Because when I was a kid colouring, you never really blended much. You picked a colour and you painted that flower or that character, that colour. You might have used a few different colours in different spots, but for me, I didn't really get into the blending. I've really got to get rid of this cough. Let me show you that. And that's with a cheap pencil. £18 I paid for that box. I love it. Now the Prismas are good, don't get me wrong. The Prisma, that's Prisma. The Prisma colour pencils, they're good, but they're expensive. And I felt really horrible when I was sharpening them, because it's like me spending money, just wasting money, if you know what I mean, when I'm sharpening it. Just going to put a bit of yellow in there. I'm really pleased with these pencils. I like them. Who would have thought there'd be such a science to pencils? That is Prisma. So let me try and do this leaf here using those same colours. So I'm going to go in light green in the middle. Normally I'd use dark colour in the middle, so I'm quite surprised it's actually working. So there's my dark green. That's going on there really nicely. I'm not having to put too much pressure, and do you know what? Even if I did have to put more pressure there, I wouldn't mind, because they're cheap. £18, man. But that's just me. So now I'm going to go to dark on the outside, because that's what these ladies were doing. And I couldn't believe it, that it was actually looking good. Because I'm so used to putting the dark in the middle, because I'm thinking of shadow and stuff. Now if I had a grey pencil, which I'm sure there is a grey pencil in there somewhere, just blending that in. And what they do, see the difference there? It's not as poppy, but I'm still quite happy with the colour. That's a bit brighter, isn't it? They come back to the base colour again, and they go over the whole thing like this, and it sort of seals it. It's like sealing it in, because you're really fixing that blend up like that, you see. And that's just two colours. I could use more. Let's bring that up. See the difference though? I mean, that is a really good colour. That's the expensive Prisma, and this is the £18 colour. But you know what? For me, and for what I'm using these pencils for, it's fine. I noticed there was a bit of white there on the camera. My eyesight is so bad. So let me just get that there. But for meditational purposes, and to make a picture look, reasonably good. I mean, look at his mane. Oh, it's a bit white. You can see white bits in there, but I'm sort of rushing it. But you get the idea. It's not that colour-wise. If that leaf wasn't there, you wouldn't even notice, would you? Really. And that one there's come out pretty good. I'm quite happy with that, with the blend. So I know that people could probably do a much better job than what I've done here. But for meditational purposes, it's great, and that's all I colour for, really. It's purely for meditational purposes. I'm just going over because those white bits did actually narc me a little bit, and I shouldn't be looking for perfectionism, but try and make it look pretty. But to me that looks fine, but when I bring it up to the camera, I can see it bigger. Doesn't look fine. From a distance, that song comes to mind. From a distance. Right, how we doing? Not bad. So you get the idea of what I'm up to. It'd be nice if I can finish this line off before we go. Yeah, I'm working on some more colouring pictures, and I've got a mermaid one as well. Yeah, mermaid one. Just putting this base colour in, which I was quite pleased on how it came out, but I'm not sure whether or not I'll put more detail into my pictures. I mean, he's quite plain. The mermaid, that's my first attempt at it. not a lot of detail in there at all. So how would you colour that? I suppose you could do a blend of colours down to the tail, make it really colourful, or should I put, you know, more lines in there for you to colour and stuff? I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I've been up to lately. I've just been mucking about with characters on my Procreate app. Let's have a bit of red in here. This is like a fiery lion. Fiery lion there. Oh, I don't know, that red is actually good on that outside, but let's try and blend it. Try and get it down one side. Why, I don't know. Just something's telling me to keep it light on one side. Here we go. And then, like I said, they come back with the original base colour, and you can seal it in. It sort of makes it blend. I suppose it gets rid of those blend lines a bit better, and it also dulls down the blend as well, I suppose. Yeah, see, there's white there, and I can't. When it's down here, I can't even see that white. Me, innit? I can't keep, you know, I'm getting a magnifying glass out to see if I've coloured it. Maybe I should go and get my eyes tested. Yeah. Now, what goes with orange go with yellow? Red, yellow, green and yellow. Oh, green would go with yellow, wouldn't it? So could do that yellow. I tried making a video the other day, but I was in such a funny mood. It really was, because I had a bad day at work on one of the days, and I just couldn't get it out of my head. I think I was going through some sort of post-traumatic stress, you know, because I had a real arsehole I was dealing with, and a real nasty piece of work, and it sort of just stuck with me. And it was coming out in my video on how peed off I was with it all, so I couldn't do it. I suppose everyone has those days at some point. Oh, I was going to use green. Let me use a darker green. See if I can get that in there. Come on, lay down. It's not actually, because I should have left some white there. It's not gripping very well, but it is laying down on top of there, but not as much as I would like. Try it sharpened, see if that makes any difference. Now I've got my electric sharpener, I can do that. Not bad, is it? It's going down, but not as heavy as I'd like, but it's definitely showing up there, isn't it? Definitely layering. So I'm just going to get some of that green. I'm actually pressing quite hard, I must say. But you know what? Like I said, because of the price, I really don't mind. But if you've got arthritis or something, then yeah, I can see it becoming a problem. Although I'm not pressing, that hard. I wouldn't say I was pressing that hard. But if you're looking for like really light pressure, then you're probably looking at the Prismas, because you don't need much pressure at all with them. But money wise, these are very good. Now that's blended quite well. And if I was doing a meditation here, I'd be quite happy with that. There you go. Voila. Yeah, not bad. It's not coming off in my hands like those really cheapy ones did. The Prisms didn't either, but they're not smudging. So that's good. So yeah, these pencils, I actually quite like them. I'll probably use these a lot more and use my Prismas for the good stuff. Yeah, but yeah, not bad. So what are these called again? It says Refine Colour Marco. Let me get that box in here. Here we go. Yeah, looks like that. High quality coloured pencils for drawing, colouring, sketching. Extra smooth, brilliant colour, soft. What? Soft, break resistant. There's excellent colour. They are wax, I think. Non-toxic, so that's always good. Made in China. But you get so many. Now I bet there is a grey in there somewhere. I'd like to go around in grey, just to add a bit more depth, but like I said, you don't have to go too mad when you're doing this sort of thing. And yeah, so I'm actually very pleased with these pencils, so yes. And they feel good as well. And they look good. I can see the colours in the end. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you've had a good week. And you've been doing some colouring meditation yourself. I need to start my meditation videos pretty soon, but I'm just trying to catch up with some of the more pictures to work on, and subject matter that we're going to be focusing on in the meditations. And I'll be linking them on the website. And also what I've been up to is I've made a stamp for when you want to do mandalas on your pad, because as you know I've been making templates, but now I've got a stamp. You can just stamp and move it around the screen and things like that. I'll get that out as well. Things like that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to build up a good community. It's a bit of a mix. I know we're doing digital and we're doing colouring, but the colouring is mainly for the meditational colouring rather than technique, although I do like these techniques of blending, and they're quite simple techniques to do, and it just makes it a bit more interesting. And like I said, the blending is actually quite relaxing to do, and it's fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a little chat really, and a little bit of a colour along, and I'll see you again. Take care.